All right, it's Sunday morning. Starting off on Tustin Avenue in the city of Orange, Tustin and Walnut Avenue. It's pretty cold still. It's about probably about 7:10. We're shooting from the hip this morning. I have no idea where we're gonna go. Just gonna go on a ride. Well, look at all this fog up here. So this is Walnut. Should look pretty familiar, but usually when I'm on Walnut Avenue, it's dark, so it'll look a little different. Yeah, it's cold. It's probably 48, 47, 48. Let's go into this fog. So I don't have low light enhancement on my camera right now, so I don't know. I might regret that. But it might not be quite as dark as I think, because I have my, I thought it was sunny. Well, it was kind of sunny at my house, so I have my sunglasses on. Wow, look at this, what a trip. Let's go, let's switch to low light. I mean, it looks like it's still dark out here. Yeah, let's do, as you can tell, I still haven't put I still haven't changed my brake pads. All right. Whew. Low light enhancement. Are we filming? I better check. Or my bike. I need to take care of my bike a little better. Yeah. All right. Boy. I definitely did not expect this fog. Which is fine. It'll look cool when the sun finally comes out. I didn't realize there's an alley right here. Let's go down this alley. I knew there was one up. Like the next block over, but I didn't know there was an alley right here. Keeping in mind this is Orange, so this is not like the ones in Santa Ana, which they're not really anything either. They're just alleys. So we'll just cruise around Orange, I think. Kids will be waking up pretty soon. We're gonna have to do breakfast. And there's a wall right here I really like in this alley, which is, I know I'm weird, but I like this wall right here. I'm sure this is 100 years old. The last remaining wall of the alley. So one of my brake is, I think my brake has some mud in it or something, the front brake. So this subway right here, I like a lot. We come here every once in a while. I'm sure it's popular with the college kids, but every time we go in here, it's empty. But it's a unique little subway. These windows are great. So we used to sit up, they have this little raised area right here that you can sit. They've had it closed lately, but you go up, you know, four stairs, then you can sit up here. It has this window so you can watch traffic, and they have these old photographs that they've made into pictures of Orange. I really like it. And then they have this little apartment in the back that's looking like it needs a new paint job. It's cool. All right, let's go this way. Waiting for the sun, waiting for the sun. This is Olive Street. Oh yeah, let's check out the school. So I think they're renovating this old school. I wonder if we can get in anywhere. God, that front brake's gonna ruin my video, man. How can we get in there? Wow, they've done a lot of work here. It was left in ruins. Let's see. So what year was this built? I'm not really too sure, but you know, I'm in a lot of I don't really use Facebook, but I do have a Facebook, and I have a lot of stuff like a lot of, I don't know what they call them, pages? Are they pages that for the history of Orange and Santa Ana, and I'll check those out sometimes. A lot of times they have old photographs, and a lot of, you can get you can stumble upon a lot of conversations about some of these older places. And gain a little history. Not anything I retain, but it's cool. Like, oh yeah, I went to school there, 1954. Oh, check this out. Oh, I didn't I didn't need a way to get in from the front. I'm in right now. But I don't think I can go too far. So I don't know if this is part of the original schoolhouse. Yeah, this is it. And then this looks like it's a new addition. Getting all their modern, this is really cool looking. Getting all their modern cooling and heating systems in. So this is pretty open. It's too bad somebody didn't accidentally leave something open for me. Booties mandatory inside. Yeah, look at this. I wonder why booties are mandatory. Does that mean they're doing the floors? Yeah, they're doing the floors, that's why. Sure, somebody will. Yeah, it's not really as big as you think. You look down this hallway, it's like 15 feet, and then that's the front of the schoolhouse. So I don't know what they're doing with this place. These look like modern doors, but some of these doors look like the old ones. All right. Well, let's squeak on down the road here. Oh no. Doomer. Oh, that didn't sound good. I don't know what that was. I think that was that little bar. Hopefully it was just that little bar that you can set your bike on when you fold it. So what is down this way? I know there's a park right here. Let's see if it has any historical significance. There's a car park right there with the lights on. This is the Mighty Condors, y'all. So here's a school, but there's a park as well. Continuation High School. So this building has a lot of, oh wow, look at these sprinklers, man. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Oh, let's go back around. I don't want to go off the curb either. How do we get into this place? Got some gangsters over here. Some gangsters in the parking lot that look like they're up to no good. It's kind of, not kind of strange, it's really strange. So there's a car parked over here with a couple of definitely gangster looking guys. I know there's there's not a gang thing that's going on in Orange, but there is one known gang here, Cypress, and we're in that neighborhood right now. But it's like not a big deal. But when you see people, it's this early in the morning. and you see a car in an empty parking lot with a couple of dudes standing around it, it's a little bit, I don't know, you might stumble upon them doing some illegal activities. So we'll go ahead and just go this way. Orange Vadio Cypress is what it's called. Oh yeah, we have some sunshine now. But that actually is a very old gang and known. Ooh. Over to Collins. So this street that we're on now dead ends. I know that, but I don't think it. Doesn't look like anything too. I guess we can cruise down here real quick. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. Well, somebody could just hook up to that trailer and take that man lift. That basketball court back here. So I think we're right next to the railroad tracks. Let's go over to the next street. Probably nothing too exciting to the average viewer, but you know, in order to know my city thoroughly, gotta check all these spots out that I normally just drive right past. Feels like I'm in a totally different city. Just me and the crows. Oh, you know where we're at. Or we're getting close to is the Caltrans, one of the Caltrans yards. We'll go check that out. So I'm trying to remember which street it's on. So in 1997, there was an ex-employee from Caltrans that they let go. He had been allegedly, he was, oh, look at Chapman University. He was allegedly selling scrap metal for just like just a small amount of money, like a couple $100. They let him go for selling scrap metal out of that yard, I think. And then he ended up coming back, and Cypress Street Schoolhouse, built 1931. Look at this. That's cool. These rails are probably the original rails, the original stairs. Probably the original doors in the mailbox. Let's read this. One of the last remaining segregated schools in Southern California, the Cypress Street School was constructed in 1931 to serve the children of Mexican descent from the Cypress Street barrio. It served students from kindergarten to 5th grade until its closure in 1944. So that's pretty significant, right? Because I was just talking about Orange Barrio, Cypress, which is where we're at. And that's, you know, why these gangs started initially, right? Because the Mexican people were segregated into these neighborhoods, and you know, that's where the neighborhood started, and there was a lot of you know, racism, and that's where it started. So that's really interesting. Segregation of students in California officially ended on June 14th, 1947. Under the Ninth Circuit United States Court of Appeals decision of Mendez et al. V. Westminster School District, this building stands as a testament that defined segregated life in the city of Orange during the first half of the 20th century. As we commemorate those who passed through these doors generations ago, let us continue to appreciate the legacy that these families have contributed to our community. May we never stop learning, growing, and building the foundation for future generation. All are welcome. And that's interesting because it's an early human and lifespan development program for Chapman University now. Wow. Yeah, there was, segregation up to 1947. Yeah, I've read stories here and there about that going on here in Orange, and even you know, over at Hart Park they have that swimming. There's a public swimming pool at Hart Park, and there was segregation there. There was only certain days that the Mexican people could go there and swim. It's just so crazy. I mean, that kind of thinking is toxic, man. I don't like it. I mean, this is this was Mexico. Yeah. Oh man, there's people there. I could have gone down into those buildings. So now we're at the railroad tracks. Maybe we should take a walk. So this route to the right goes to, will cut over and go to San Bernardino, and then this obviously cuts off and goes to Anaheim and Union Station, which the Union Station ride is pretty awesome. South Coast Cheer. Got a bunch of activity back here, but let's see what this place is. It smells really bad. It smells like trash. So that Caltrans, the Caltrans story I was talking about is, wow, it's crazy back here. So the disgruntled guy came back to Caltrans and just started blasting. Like, he shot somebody in the parking lot, and then he just started shooting into the building. I forget how many people. He killed, but it was like, I think at least 4. And a friend of mine that I work with, he was pretty young when that happened, and his mom was picking him up from school over here. I'm not too sure where, and she got caught in the crossfire. So I looked it up, and I couldn't find any news clips, news videos, or anything like that. But there was some news recently that was like an anniversary of it. So we're on. So that's Walnut over there. This is probably Main Street, I think. All right, this is Batavia. This might be where it was at. So sorry if this video is kind of not that interesting, but I don't know. I like tripping out on this stuff. These different spots. Let's get a idea of where we're at. So if this is Batavia, it is. So the Caltrans should be right here. Yeah, it's gonna be up here. So we'll head over towards Taft. How long? It's already been 40 minutes. I mean, if you're really exploring, it's like you can't really cover a lot of ground. If you're really getting into the details of these areas. So view down the tracks. I don't think any trains are scheduled till after 8. Look at that. That looks so cool. What a view, huh? Okay, so Caltrans, I think, should be up here. I didn't plan on going over here. Like I said, I didn't have any plans, so I'm just kind of going with the flow. Tripping out on this industrial area. So let's at least hit the Caltrans section before I get too distracted. But yeah, there was There was a first responder that was commemorated recently with that situation, because this guy showed up. He was very close to the scene when it began, and I guess he like he got out of his cruiser and he didn't just like hide behind it. I mean, he did call for backup, but he went for it. He approached the guy and blasted him, but the guy jumped into his car and took off. Is this Taft? Let's see. Collins. I guess we'll go look. Might as well. Let's go look, check it out. Yeah, there's so much stuff back here. Here it is. No, this isn't it. Maybe it is. I see a bunch of orange stuff. Firewood. Back into the fog. Huh. Well, here's the police department. Never seen this building. Let's check it out. Wow, it's a lot bigger than I thought. It's a big old police station. Wow, it is really big. Parker. So let's see if we can find where Caltrans is. It might be up here a little ways. Let's see. Well, it's pretty far away. Is this Taft? Oops. Yeah, I guess it's this way. Strange, huh? Strange out here. There's so much back here. Like, look at all this stuff. But we might as well make it this is a dead end right here. We might as well make it you know, wow, look at this big old parking lot. You might as well make, you know, something significant out of the video, you know, I guess you could say a highlight. Like we could end up going back here and have surveillance right there. I'm on camera right now, so that's like that's probably gonna start talking to me. But that's like a so when they have like I was gonna say, I was getting ready to say it's gonna start talking to me, because so that type of surveillance is like live, right? So when that thing goes off, there's somebody behind a screen right now, and they're gonna get like, it's gonna get triggered, like it'll get triggered for like somebody's in that area. So we'll go this way. So it's kind of, this is kind of weird. We've got, this is the police station, right? It's the big old massive building. They're probably watching me right now, but I don't care, I'm not doing anything wrong. So you got a black glove, right? The type the police wear. You got a citation. And then you have all these belongings right here. How bizarre. What's it say? Walgreens. Weird. All their court papers and their clothes and stuff just thrown on the ground in front of the police station. We've got broken fingernails, a Metrolink or a public transportation like bus ticket or something. Strange. That's crazy. All right, it's not that big of a deal, but it's kind of strange to me. All right, it's already been 50 minutes, man. This video is going to be long. I have to come back and explore this again. I'm going to have to make it into like a grid or something. So here's Katella. Yeah, I mean, look at this. There's so much bigger than you think, you know? It's a little bar right here. Cherry Pit, it's open. We got people out here drinking already. That's an old school bar opening up at 6 in the morning probably. Big old canal. Too bad that's not open, huh? Bet you it's open over here. All right, so I don't know if this is the right Caltrans over here. I didn't think it was this far away. Just getting further and further away. There's so much to see out here. There really is. Like, look at this abandoned lot. Like, what is this? Villa Park, huh? Yeah, I don't think this is where it's at. Like, we are way the hell out here. Got the police up here. So we're gonna have to haul ass to get back to home. I wanted to keep this video at an hour, but it looks like it's gonna be a lot longer. It's too dangerous for me to jump across here. Should we go see what these police are doing? Let's go see what the police are doing. So yeah, we'll go across. I'm just not too sure where yet. I don't want to really cross right in front of the police, but oh, here they got a couple of let's go this way. I'm gonna cross right here. I think it's legal for me to cross. I see a bunch of graffiti over on these buildings, so I wanna this fog is so strange. So there's a bunch of, so this is why right here we got to get a bike that I can take on the tracks, or get this bike set up so I can go along the tracks. There's a bunch of graffiti over here. So it just looks like they're had some homeless people just, who knows what they're doing, just cruising. It's kind of crazy. That's a lot of police for a couple of homeless people. So here's the Caltrans yard right here. But I don't know if it's the one. I guess it would have to be. The only other one I saw was really far away. So there's supposed to be like a memorial here. I think this is it right here. Yeah. Dedicated to the 4 men who lost their lives here. Our sorrow is great, our memories are strong. We will remember them always. December 18th, 1997. I got this fountain here. In memory of the maintenance women and men who have died in the line of duty. It's crazy, huh? So hopefully I've been recording this whole time. Yeah. This show's only 43 minutes, so maybe we have a little more time. I don't know where to go from here. I guess just go home. Let's see what time it is. $7:55. See if I have any messages from headquarters. No messages from headquarters. Probably take me, I don't know, 15 minutes to get home, depending on how fast I go. Yeah, so the photographs, so the building where this occurred wasn't this building. This is a new building. It looks a lot different than it did in 1997. Unless they repurposed, like, I think this was the parking lot right here. I'll see if I remember, I'll put some photographs of what it looked like. But I think there was an older style of building right here, like a corrugated type of building. For some reason, that's what I think. But I could be wrong. There's not a lot, there's no videos about it. There's a few newspaper articles, you know. So I want to go on Taft, but I don't want the... That doesn't matter. We're going to do what we're going to do. I'm going to see about the... This would be the time to find out about how much Orange follows these e-bike laws. We'll go 20 just to be safe. There's another waterway here. A lot of canals and stuff. Those cops are probably going, what the hell is this guy doing? Oh man. Like I feel like they need to, I mean, I know this isn't super attractive, but there's pine trees and stuff. Like I feel like they could, there's a lot of waterways like this. I feel like they could just open them up and let people make them bike paths. People would use them. So right here is where I was coming back from when my ride to Fullerton and my battery died. So I was swapping batteries right here. And homeless guy helped me pull my battery out of my bike because I couldn't get it out. This guy came by, he had a dog. He's like smoking a cigarette. He saw me struggling with my bike and helped me pull the battery out. Pretty historical area, really. This is you've got the tracks running along here, and you have like just up this street right here is where I went to that marker over in Olive last week. Got one of those police cars coming up right now. So let's see, what street are we on? We're on yeah, we don't want to go all the way to Lincoln. There's another story I have off of Lincoln, which is the street we were on last week when we went to the Olive in Eisenhower Park. But that area is, there was another mass shooting there. I can't remember what year it was. That one was pretty bad. But I've always wanted to kind of get into some true crime stuff. But then, you know, you get out there and you start doing it and you get to these places, it's like, it's kind of a little disturbing to, you know, like, do you want that that type of content on your channel? You know, you have to probably create a different channel. Well, this says an hour and 6 minutes. Well, we're probably at about the 1 hour mark, so I guess I'm maxing out. Time-wise, we're good. So I'll get home and make some breakfast. Still pretty cold. So we have, wonder how many eggs we have. Wonder if I need to get eggs. So we'll do eggs. We've got some hash browns, some bacon and sausage, and we have some gravy. I can make gravy, but we have some packaged gravy, which we don't usually make gravy. But I'm picturing just like kind of like some kind of a, I wish we had, well, we do have potatoes, we have hash browns. So I can make some kind of a scramble or something. So this is an old, look at this, all this space. This was a nursery, landscaping supply. It must have went out of business. And then over to my left is where we, oh my God. Over to the, oh, it is still a nursery. Is where we went a few weeks ago, underneath the freeway. Yeah, I mean, there's still, I'm gonna have to get on Google Earth and look at that area we were in, that kind of industrial area, and see if there's anything historical or interesting to look at. But I think seeing that school and the Caltrans incident was kind of interesting. So we were caught in the rain here last week. It was later though. It was, I think it was on Sunday, but it was later, like 4 o'clock. Yeah, I was thinking about going to Anaheim today. To do a ride, which I didn't mention at the beginning of the video because I was like, yeah, you have to have I just felt like being local. But there's a historical part of Anaheim, I think they call it, well, there's 4 different sections in Anaheim. I think it's called the Anaheim Colony or something like that. And that was the most historical first settlement of Anaheim. And there's a lot of really beautiful homes back there. There's a section called the Colony, a section called 5 Points, another one I think called Palm, and then I forget what the other one is. But I want to go there, and then the Packing District and Pearson Park, all that. But it's about 8 miles, I think, which isn't too bad. But I would prefer to I'd have to bring in, or I would like to bring another camera. I just brought this one camera, so with one battery. But with that, I could and then it would need to be a little bit warmer. That was really the primary issue, because when it's this cold, in order to be able to have time to do the trip, I need to go fast, So I'd have to go max speed there. And then so it'll probably take me 35 minutes to get there, 30 minutes to get there. If I was going full speed, I could probably get there in 30 minutes. And then you're gonna ride around and want to look at stuff, so you do that for 30 minutes and then 30 minutes back. May have maxed out my battery on my camera and my bike by the time I do all that. So I would have to be really conservative on the ride back. And then I would be freezing. I would be freezing the whole way if I would have went today. So it just wouldn't have been a complete video. It wouldn't have been right. Because something like that, I could make into a couple of videos. That's why I really need to get a better bike. Something with longer range. Oh, cool. Yeah, something with some longer range. The street. Anyway, this is going to end up being a pretty long video. Yeah, so right now we're just cruising, we're just doing the commute, doing these little one-off trips, just doing what I would normally do, publishing it on the channel. And then, maybe my second year anniversary, by August, I'll have 1,000 subscribers. I think I should be able to get to 1,000 by then. And then, hopefully, I'll figure out a way to get a faster bike with more, not necessarily faster, but something with some more range, and we can start reaching out further and further. This is still fun. I mean, there's still so much you can see there's still so much just in your own backyard to explore. All right, sunshine. All right, well, I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I hope you enjoy just cruising around with me on my Sunday ride. I appreciate you watching my video, and share. I think that's the most important thing, is to share and get some more subscribers so we can get monetized. All right, we'll catch you on the next one.